take the train for one last ride.
From Studio One, welcome to this Wednesday, June the 21st edition of the Ringside Report. I'm Ryan Young. Joining me on the phone, as always, the king of controversy, Anthony Smoody. Smoody, it's the first day of summer.
Yes, it is. Episode number 502, and we got some controversies brewing this week.
Yes, we will. We'll get to that in the main of, or whatever. Well, towards the end, we had some returns. We had some shocks. A pretty Monday Night Raw was able to bounce back this week. Roman Reigns comes out and says his announcement, which is he is the #1 contender and will face the winner of Great Balls of Fire between Brock Lesnar and Samoa Joe at SummerSlam. Samoa Joe comes out and says, "You should know me." Da da da. They go back and forth. And then they brawl. Hardy's defeat Gallows and Anderson. Finn Balor defeats Bo Dallas after Finn Balor interrupts Elias Sampson. Seth Rollins comes out. He'll be on the cover of the brand new video game coming out, WWE 2K18. Bray Wyatt back and forth. Tony, who's going to win? The guy that's dick pic got leaked, or the guy that cheated on his wife with the ring announcer?
I think what's going to happen between these two is I think JoJo's going to probably join Seth Rollins and probably cheat on Bray with a kiss heard around the world.
I don't think they're going to put that in a storyline because he's really getting divorced.
Yeah, well, Papa Alta is not happy about this.
Samoa Joe defeats Roman Reigns. Then Braun Strowman returns. He says and attacks Roman. He says he's not finished yet. Is that match taking place at Great Balls of Fire?
I wouldn't expect Braun Strowman to be gone. He was supposed to be gone 6 months, and how long? When did he get injured? What was it?
Right after WrestleMania, wasn't it?
It was after the pay-per-view Backlash or
Extreme Rules Payback.
Yeah, after Payback, because he got hurt in that the next night. And that was what, May.
But they said that he wasn't really as hurt as long as they were. They said that because they wanted him for his return to be shocking, which I think we all were shocked.
I was, and I think this is probably going to lead to where Braun's going to say, "I want you to put your #1 contendership on the line."
Ooh, I bet that's what it's going to be. And then I want to see Brock and Strowman so bad.
Oh, I would love to pay to see that. I heard rumors that right now that Undertaker is supposed to be coming back and facing Roman Reigns at SummerSlam.
That's what I heard too, but I thought it was going to be announced on Monday. It wasn't.
I don't know. Well, that's what Turner told me.
Turner. We had Miz TV. It looks like Maurice walked out on Miz. Tony, are we seeing a breakup, or is this just a act to trick Dean Ambrose?
No, this is according to what this was, is she wasn't there because, remember, she taped that table for 3, but she's going to trick Dean Ambrose, where she's going to break up with the Miz and then fall.
So it's all a plan. They're not really breaking up.
Yeah, that's going to end up where the Intercom title's on the line, and she's going to screw Dean Ambrose out of the match at the Balls of Fire. Who are them two guys? I know one's Curtis Axel. Who's the other doofus?
Bo Dallas.
I didn't recognize Bo Dallas after I saw him earlier in the match.
Sheamus and Cesaro defeat Titus O'Neil and Apollo Crews. Nia Jax versus Alexa Bliss doesn't even happen, as it was a bunch of all the women involved. And then to close it up,
Nia Jax and Sasha.
Oh yeah, it was, wasn't it?
Yeah, Alexa was on commentary, and it's going to end up where, like I said, it's going to be a 6-pack women's challenge for the title of the Great Balls of Fire, where Alexa Bliss puts her title on. Remember, she did that before, and she won her title, the Jailer's house, so it's going to be another...
Kurt Angle comes out and says he's finally cracked the case, calls out Enzo and Cass and Revival and Big Show. Big Show walks out and says he's not even going to do this. I mean, if you can't trust him after all these years, the Revival walk out. Corey Graves comes out, has security footage. It ends up being Cass set it up. He laid down. He attacked. He never got attacked. And he announced. And he says that he's the one that attacked Enzo. He's sick of Enzo. There's nothing left. And then he gives him the big boot. Tony, I think we all kind of expected this to happen.
This one's nothing but since day one. You know, Enzo running his mouth saying, all that stuff. You know, he normally does, and Big Cass behind him. Remember, Big Cass got that title shot and he got screwed out of the head. So I think this is big for Big Cass to do this, but Big Show, I knew Big Show was going to pull it because he's already, remember, he's been Vince McMahon's bitch for the last, since 99. So, yeah, he's done things for McMahon. Remember, he did the movies, he did remember in 2012 he did that ironclad contract where he knocked out McMahon and all those things.
Wasn't he with Vicky Guerrero for a bit, too?
Well, that was a storyline for WrestleMania 25 where Vicky tried to cheat with Big Show from Edge.
Yeah. So it's looking like right now, Tony, Great Balls of Fire is going to have a great card.
Yeah, and so far...
Because I think Enzo versus Cass is going to be on there. Goldust versus R-Truth is going to come to an head next week. Then we're just the minor matches. Then you got Braun and Roman. You got Seth and Bray. You got Brock and Samoa Joe. Even though the name of the pay-per-view is stupid, it might be next to WrestleMania the most stacked card you'll see from one show.
I'm just hoping that they don't have a music chant where some guy walks out and starts singing Great Balls of Fire.
Well, they did have to get the permission. They paid what's-his-face, whoever sings that song.
Jerry Lee Lewis.
Yeah, so they paid him, so they're allowed to use it. Okay, folks, we're going to take a time out. When we come back, we're going to preview Ring of Honor and NXT. That's next on the Ringside Report. Well, we're back here on the Ringside Report on this day. Tony Edge made his television debut. Remember when he was walking and he was around the ring and he was acting really weird?
Yeah, I remember that. What year was that?
1998.
Oh, yeah, when he was in the crowd mostly. His first pay-per-view match, if you believe this, was SummerSlam 98 when he teamed up with Sable against Mark Merrill and Jacqueline. What a weird...
If you guys ever get a chance, speaking of Mark Merrill, I don't know if you've ever got a chance to see it. Have you ever got a chance to see this? He's a motivational speaker now.
I got to see that. Oh, yeah.
About his mom?
Yeah, I got to see that video. Very touching.
Very touching. If you watch that and you don't get the chills or cry, I mean, it makes you appreciate your parents and just the way, I mean, I think he had a lot of drug issues and all that, and definitely a heart-wrenching story.
Well, you know, with him walking out to see his mom and everything, and just craziness, and then going on the road, and respect your mother, and so one day your mom will not be there. Something happens to your mom, one day she'll be gone, and you'll be like, Mom, where are you? She won't be there. So, great guy.
Yep. Okay, let's preview Ring of Honor. The matches we got scheduled for this week. The Beer City Bruiser and Silas Young going up against Jay Lethal and Bobby Fish, Tony. We're seeing the Beer City Bruiser in some more up-level matches because Jay Lethal, Silas Young, they're facing each other Friday night at Best in the World.
Yeah, the Beer City Bruiser needs some matches. But I'm waiting for the heel turn for the Beer City Bruiser when
he is a heel, though.
Well, either that or Silas Young turned his back on him.
Then we're going to see a tag team match. The Kingdom going to go up against the Boys. The Boys and Dalton Castle getting a 6-man tag team title match coming up on Friday. Do you think they have a chance to beat Bully Ray and the Briscoes?
I'll be watching it, but I don't think they'll have a shot because I think Bully Ray and the Briscoes are going to win it. But it's just time for Dalton Castle to change his ways and get out of the Boys mostly. You need to get away from.
Do you think he's ever going to turn on the Boys?
Well, we've seen a lot of things, crazy things on Ring of Honor. Last week I saw a taping from a couple weeks ago where Adam Cole was Adam Cole.
Yep. Punishment Martinez is going to face Joey Dadiego. And then in your main event, The Addiction, which is Christopher Daniels and Kazarian, along with Tanahashi facing Chaos. So we're going to chance to see The Addiction back in action together. And, of course, Frankie Kazarian going to be in a strap match against Adam Page on Friday. And, of course, Cody is going to be Cody's going up against Daniels. Is Cody... I'm still not sure what's going to happen with Cody coming up on Sunday, or on Friday. With is the Bullet Club going to get involved? I'm not sure what to expect here.
Well, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't think Cody's going to interfere, but I think it's just going to be a crazy match. But before, I want to talk quickly about something.
Go ahead.
Friday's show, I know we're previewing that Friday, whatever.
Yeah.
We're going to do. I want to talk about quickly this one match. It is going to be Search and Destroy. It's an 8-man tag team match where it's Alex Shelley, Chris Sabin, Jay White, and John Lake Gresham versus the Rebellion, Caprice Coleman, Kenny King,
Red Titus.
Taylor.
Yep.
And the losing team must disband. What
Yep.
did it mean?
The what?
I mean, disband. What happens if what team would you lose? It means the whole team must disband?
They get to keep their job. They just can't be a team anymore.
So what would happen if, let's just say, the Rebellion do lose? Would that be the end of them, or what?
Yeah,
The
they'd
team?
still be in Ring of Honor. They just can't be a team together.
Oh, remember, Kenny King's already been on a team before, and his mouth likes to run it. Well, don't forget, he likes to run his mouth.
I think they're the team that's going to break up. They're done.
It's gonna be a weird entry. So
quickly, NXT coming up tonight as well. We're getting closer to. Well, I guess we're not getting closer to TakeOver, but after what we saw last week between Asuka and Nikki Cross, do you expect any fallout from that this week?
I believe that it's going to lead up to another match at NXT TakeOver where that something's going to happen where Nikki Cross is finally going to get revenge. But don't forget, how long is that? What's her name? Ember Moon.
Yeah, she should be back soon. She might be back for TakeOver, or no, she might. If it's 6 months, might not be till the end of summer.
Well, if Nikki Cross does win, would that be a match against Ember Moon at Houston?
Could be. I think she's gonna be. I thought it would be her, but maybe it'll be Nikki Cross to end the streak.
It could be something. Remember, last year was Bailey lost to Asuka in Dallas.
I can't believe that. It was over a year ago. She still has the title. Folks, we're taking time out. When we come back, we're going to recap last week's Impact, preview this week. They're still in India. Slammiversary just a couple of weeks away. On this day, Tony Kurt Angle won the King of the Mountain in 2009 and became the TNA World Champion.
Oh God, do I remember them Slammiversary pay-per-views? That was the classic pay-per-views.
Them back in the day, the King of the Mountain match. Now they don't even do it anymore at Slammiversary.
I know, it's sad, but maybe they'll have something at the 15th anniversary. They'll have one more King of the Mountain match. Let's
recap last week's Impact real quick. They had a Sony 6 Gauntlet match. Sony 6 was kind of like their sponsor that kind of ran the shows there while they're in India, and it was Mahabali Shera, who's also from India, getting the victory in the Battle Royal. E-Sing 3 comes out, cuts a promo with a bunch of Indian guys, and then James Storm attacks him. There's probably going to be a match between those two at Slammiversary.
There is a match. It's a strap match.
They're doing a strap match too?
Yeah, EC3 and James Storm, it's a leather strap and a pole match. The first one to grab the strap can whip their opponent like government fuel. And
then, of course, we have the Josh Matthews sparring session.
Oh, good Lord.
And then Scott Steiner was arguing with calling JB and what the heck's his name? What's the guy's name?
Jonathan Park Esquire.
Yeah. They sitting there calling them fat. Scott Steiner's a bit of a loose cannon.
Yes, if you watch the WCW Nitro in the pay-per-view.
Oh, back in the heel days when he was world champion, he was fighting with the fans in the front row.
Yeah, and remember their language was out of control.
What was this girl's name?
I don't remember what that
was. Was it Medusa? Or was that Randy Savage?
No, that was somebody. That was Randy Savage.
No. Trevor Lee loses to Braxton Sutter. Moose, Eli Drake, and Chris Adonis go back and forth. I think Eli Drake is getting a match, or it's going to be Eli Drake and Christopher Adonis, which is Chris Masters, going up against Moose and a partner of his choice. He will announce his partner this week on Impact. Tony, any guesses? Because I don't know.
Ooh, I want to go with Tyrus. I'll go with Tyrus on that one.
Ooh, that's a good one. Because Tyrus used to be with Eli Drake.
Yeah.
Tony, do you know spoilers, or is that a guess?
That's a guess, because I know Tyrus works for Fox News too as well. But don't forget, isn't Eli Drake got that briefcase too? I
don't think there is the briefcases anymore, is there?
No, they still got that briefcase from that match a couple months ago where remember Jeff Hardy cashed his briefcase in and lost.
But they have new owners now. Didn't they just wash away all that stuff?
I don't know. Remember what they did.
And then finally, the X Division title. Sanjay Dutt, after 15 years, gets the win over Loki. He is your X Division champion. Congratulations to the playa from the Himalaya.
Yeah, well, there's been a lot of violence over there, but Hey, not bad for Sanjay Dutt, but where's his girl at?
What girl does he have?
Well, he used to have that girl, SoCal Val. Ooh.
Oh yeah, they got married. Remember that was they had a wedding and everything, and then she turned on him.
I remember I saw her.
Who'd she turn on him for? Was it Jay Lethal, or did she turn on Jay Lethal to go with Sanjay Dutt?
She turned on Jay Lethal to go with Sanjay Dutt, and then
That was
showed
it.
up in Chicago at the Hoffman Estates at the Sears section. I remember I was there with Bound for Glory #4.
Wow, that's awesome. Smoody,
God.
you're everywhere, aren't you?
Well, everybody was mostly there. I was with Chris and Mike that time. There was a pop girl threw popcorn, and the guy that he threw soda and everything. It was crazy. But I ended up moving up to the front row and see Samoa Joe and Sting fighting each other. Maybe that's when Bob Carragher got blade nose.
Folks, don't forget that Impact new one is coming up tomorrow night. We'll have a recap of that, I believe, next Wednesday. So stay tuned for that. Also, I'd like to wish speedy recovery to my cousin Brenda. She was in a serious car accident on Monday. She's doing okay.
Good Lord.
She fractured 4 ribs, and also the driver had a stroke while driving the bus. So thoughts and prayers. Yeah, a very scary situation. A lot of people have said that they don't know how either one of them survived. They did. Someone was looking over both of them. So that's for you folks that don't know. It's Brandon, who used to be on here, his aunt. So
quickly, I want to say also, thoughts and prayers over to London is again.
Once again, unbelievable.
Other people are getting run over and everything, and in a couple weeks we have the home run derby. Good luck, folks.
Yeah, great segue. You go from someone getting run over to the home run derby. Preview for Friday, we're going to recap SmackDown 205 Live, Ring of Honor, NXT. We're going to have the Best in the World warm-up, plus our first look back, Ringside Report moment number 34. And it's going to be a fun one, as when I imitated Anthony Smoody for Halloween in 2014. My Ryan Yanni days were classic, Smoody.
Don't start. I'm getting revenge for that, by the way.
Oh God, we'll see. Okay, folks.
I can't wait for the John Cena thing.
Well, you're down by a bunch, so you got to catch up, or you're going to be going down Bourbon Street in John Cena garb. Okay, folks, that's going to do it. Have a great Wednesday. We'll see you Friday. For Anthony Smoody, I'm Ryan Youngster. Thank you for watching the Ringside Report, your front row seat to all things wrestling.